Okay, so today we're going to be making a hollowed form. We're going to be making cupcakes. So as we begin, you want to get all your tools set up. You have your sponge with a little bit of water, you have your little slip, and you have a paintbrush to apply it. We're going to need a pencil. You're going to need a fork or your scoring tool, a spoon, either floss or a fishing line, your paper clip / needle tool, and then some sort of gift card or flat surface that you can smooth, and your clay. Let's begin. You're going to start with about 2 equal parts of clay, about the size of the palm of your hand. This is going to become the base, and this is going to become the frosting. It's important before we start to kind of have an idea of what flavor cupcake you want to do or what event this cupcake would be at, because it kind of helps you as you design it to put in those details early on. So let's start with our base. You're going to smash it. Remember to keep your hands kind of wet. So you're kind of creating like a giant meatball to start. Then you're going to roll it on the table. Roll it at a bit of an angle so that way it kind of has a V. See, it has like a V shape to it. So I'm putting a little bit more pressure on the side here, so that way it really starts to narrow down. And you can always tap it smooth. So you can see that it's starting to kind of narrow a little bit on the bottom. And then this part here, don't worry about it because we're going to cover it with frosting. Think of this as like the cupcake itself, and this bottom part is the liner. Using the second half, set this aside, we're going to start to make the frosting. You can make it in a variety of different ways. I'm just going to make a giant coil and wrap it around. You can make it in a variety of different ways. I'm going to start with a coil. Remember to use your scoring tool to score all the way around, including your coil. Using the tip, I'm just going to push it down and wrap slowly around the perimeter. When you get to that edge, you're going to go on top. So you're going to need to score on top of the coil you just laid down. The coils are going to get smaller the more that this builds up. If you find that your coil doesn't go all the way to the top, to a tip, your coil's too short, that's fine. We can add more to this to really make a nice, well-fitted frosting. Just be sure that this tip reconnects in the same spot that you left off at. Remember, 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 we have to score and slip every layer. Otherwise they'll come apart. Here we go. You can blend that in. And as you get to the very top, you can choose how to make it end. Just leave room because you're going to be making a topping for this to kind of indicate what flavor cupcake this is. And you can add anything from a cookie to a piece of candy, maybe like a fruit topping. I would avoid the birthday cake candle because they tend to break off. And if you do like a cherry, don't include the cherry stem because they're too small and they end up breaking.